Love and Death has been out on HBO for a good couple of weeks. 7 episode limited run true crime series starring Elizabeth Olsen, Jesse Plemons, Tom Pelphrey, and Kristen Ritter. Interestingly, it's one of those strange occurrences of this phenomenon where two completely independent pieces of media, movies, TV shows, come out around the same time, and they're both about pretty much the same thing. In this case, the other show is called Candy, and it came out on Hulu sometime before this. I haven't seen that other one, so I will not be comparing them against one another. Love and Death is based on the true story that happened between 1979 and 1980 in a small Texas town where an affair between Candy Montgomery and Alan Gore led to a grisly tragedy. That's as much as I'm spoiling about the plot. I think it's way more interesting if you go into it blind and discover the details of what happened as they unfold within the show, which is what I did. What I will say is that I enjoyed it, even though I'm not a huge fan of true crime usually, and even though there are some obvious issues with the show's pacing. Specifically, the first 3 episodes are glacially slow. It feels like very little happens in them because it's pretty much all set up for what's to come. Thankfully, once events really kick into gear around episode 4, the show gets quite captivating through to the end. And even before that, I think its major strengths managed to carry it through, and these strengths lie in the performances. Elizabeth Olsen is undoubtedly the star of the show, and she's fantastic. I realized at one point quite early on that I completely stopped thinking about her as an actress and was fully on board with her as the character she was playing. Great accent work too. Jesse Plemons, good as always. Tom Pelphrey gets to really shine in the final episodes as well. I love the production design, all the clothes, cars, interiors, etc. I like it when the movie or show productions really recreate the time period that they're depicting, and I think this is one of those things where it really works as well. Not completely sold on the music choices, but some of them did work well. All in all, I'd say it was a decent show for me. But if you're a fan of true crime stories, I think it's going to be a notch better easily. Interesting story, well executed and performed, and if you have the patience to get through the initial episodes, I think it gets quite engrossing.